There should be an image of me here, but for some reason it's not. That's odd. Oh, whatever. Whether you guys can see me or not, I'm not too worried. Let me just get out of here. Do a little racing. My car's not powerful enough to race the new races, but I can do one of the old races. I can try one of the old races, but it won't be as exciting for me. Because I want to win, baby. I want to win.
Hey, I got some good news. That race against the Sleaze boys did just what we needed it to. Still want to go for the league? This is it.
Hey, I do, but after what happened?
Look, that asshole might have taken my wheels, but that's all he's taking. So I'm getting my car back, and I'm in. Now there's a crew out there slaying everyone they go up against.
Let's see, where am I going? There's a good place to race, so we'll win. Damn, I'm not fast enough. This one, definitely not fast enough. I tried. Alright, let me try this one. Yeah, what kind of race are we looking at? I could try.
All themselves the dream killers. Whatever it is, the league's impressed. I'm thinking we kick their asses and take their place.
Where do we start?
You're not on their radar yet. Get out there and change that. I'll be in touch.
Shit. That was close. Sorry for my shitty shifting. I gotta get back into it. So cars can legitimately have more than 6 gears. I've always thought about that. I was like, why can't they? But I guess they can. I don't know. I should be asleep right now. Totally wasting time. But no, I'm seriously wondering about that. So I always thought 6 gears was it. I was like, why can't we have more? In these games, apparently there's like up to 9 gears, 10 gears. So I don't know. Excuse me. Sorry, I just smoked and I'm dying over here. Ah, shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Whoa. Oh, never mind.
Hey,
So, what's up?
not much. You okay?
Yeah.
Miss having wheels, huh?
You have no idea. I'm literally having daydreams about stealing the kid's go-kart in my neighbor's yard. It's pink and has pedals.
What's the top speed on that?
Oh,
It's pretty fast.
Look, I got some money. I could...
I ain't giving her no money.
I appreciate
She
it.
better do something for me.
I'll let you get back to it. Later.
So, my other car. Let me see. If I were to change cars, my other car has, like, let me see. What is this one? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Has like 8 gears or 7 gears. And I'm just like, it isn't necessary. Anyways, it's slow. I don't know how to upgrade it to get it to, like, better. I don't know. Anyways. That's right. Try to win this month real fast. One race, then I'm out of here. Man, when I was driving my motorcycle last night, I was hallucinating and like seeing stuff and talking to myself and like, and I had to like yell at myself to like stay awake. I was like, stay awake, come on. Shit's scary, especially on a motorcycle. Like, you know, I've driven sleepy in a car, and that ain't no thing. Like, just pull over, go to sleep in your car. But in a motorcycle, it's like, oh, if I just get a little bit further, I don't have to be in this uncomfortable position because I was freezing. I was cold. I was really, really cold. And I was seeing, like, the stuff that I was seeing and the things that I was talking about, like, was crazy. It was like I was talking about children at a certain point and hearing their voices and just, I don't know. I'm glad I don't see ghosts and shit. You know, like out there, that would scare the hell out of me. I would never be able to sleep knowing that I could see stuff like that. Thankfully, I can. Clicking twice, come on. But yeah, I don't know what I would see if I don't know. Just, it's crazy out there. Is anybody watching me? Nah, I can't. I can't divulge my schemes, but I pit in my stomach for the things that I've done. Not everything, but one thing recently. It's like I didn't have to screw that guy over. I could have done him right, but let me tell you the story, alright? So I recently traded one of my PS4s for a racing simulator, and it was a fair trade, but I had to drive all the way out there, and I didn't really appreciate that. He wasn't willing to like meet me halfway or anything, and then I was like, you know, he knew I was driving cold, you know, that I can only go on a certain date, and he messed with my time. One thing about me is don't disrespect my time. If you know, I respect everybody's time, respect mine. And the moment that that happens, I'm just like, alright, I know you ain't shit, but oh shit, that was new. Oh shit. But so I was writing. I was debating it this entire time. I was just, damn, I should have. But I gave him a lemon. You know, I sold a lemon, and I didn't sell. I traded. And honestly, he would have gotten the legit thing if he had just like shown a little humanity and be like, "Yo, I can meet you here." And at first, he was gonna do that, you know, but at this moment, he had no obligation to not. Like he, like, as far as I could tell, he had no reason not to drive an extra 30 minutes. He just didn't want to. See what I'm saying? Like people, if you just be kind to someone, you never know what you might get. And so I gave him a PS4 that doesn't work, and I got the driving sim, which the driving sim itself is like, you know, $100 used. It's maybe what would it be? That driving sim would be like, you know, $50, $40. So he could get that PlayStation fixed. I honestly doubt it. It was beyond me. So, but if he does, that would be a jailbroken PS4, which is exactly what I was gonna trade him for. It's just, again, you know, he didn't show me out. I had this plan for a while, and I just never had the guts to do it. But it's again, it's not sitting right with me, and this is why I didn't want to do it. It was because my conscience told me this is wrong. Like obviously it's wrong. I don't need a conscience. The logic, it's obviously wrong. It's like it's, you have to give up on your conscience to do something like this to somebody, which I usually don't. I usually just listen to my gut, my Jiminy Crickets right there telling me, be a good boy, Pinot. And I'm like, yeah, I am a good boy, huh? But, so I gave him a lemon, and I was like a bat out of hell. I was out of there. I did not want to be, like, have him, like, either way, he had to go home to find out that it was broken. But who knows how far away home was from where he met me. Like, again, like I said, he was meeting me at his local gas station. And, let's see meeting me at his local gas station. And it just, when I got getting there, it's a 2-hour drive after being with my kids all day. There's no way to justify it. You know, I wronged a man, and I've never wronged a person like this in my life. I've always that's not true. The last person I wronged like this, like on purpose, like a person, it's very rare. I almost never do it. I would say when I was like a kid, you know. God, let me think. Like honestly, the only thing that can come to mind was when I was like 7 or 8, and I was at my friend's house, and he had like $40, and I had never seen that much money in my life, and I took one of his 20s. I'm a dirtbag, see. I never forgot that either, but and I've never done anything like that ever since, you know. And let's see. You know, if I find a wallet, that's fair game, in my opinion, because I've lost wallets. I've never had a wallet returned to me, so I say wallets are fair game. If you find a wallet out there, you take that money and you try to give it back. I've always given them back to, like, not back, but like giving them to the security. Say, I would never do that in a mall, but like if you find one outside, yeah, that's fair game. You take that money and you try to give it back, like, you know, you turn it into wherever. I once found a wallet and I searched it had nothing, so I just threw it right back when I found it. I was like, all right, hope whoever lost it comes back and finds it, but I'm not gonna, you know. Other wallets, and I found like out sitting outside, and I figured that had to have been that person that I ran up to. Hey, did you lose your wallet? And, you know, in hindsight, I probably should have been like, probably should have checked, but they said yeah, so. But no, I mean, I believed them. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure I saw them. They were sitting there, their wallet was right there, and I did my best to be a good Samaritan. Anyways, off of this wallet bullshit, you know, I bamboozled somebody. I gave them a lemon for a driving simulator, which is how I was able to get 3 driving sims for $200, because I paid $100 for the one that I'm currently using. I paid $50 for the gear shifter that I'm also currently using, and then I traded that PS4, which was, I actually bought that PS4 for like $10, so, because I knew it was broken, and I thought I could fix it, and I never could, and I'm so, you know, I'm so sorry. So, and then after getting that simulator, and then I got this one for $40, the other one that I was just trying to pair to my ROG, because it is an Xbox one, which goes for some moolah. I am not racing well. So yeah, I bamboozled somebody. I'm not proud of it at all. I'll never let it go. And I almost want to make it up to him, but I blocked him immediately. Like I said, I was worried he was going to come after me. I had at least a 10-minute head start. I was out of there, and I did not stop until I got 20 miles out to the next town, and I got some gas, and then I readjusted my stuff, because the thing wasn't even fitting in my bag correctly. It was like sticking out, and I was for sure worried it was gonna fall out. So I readjusted, reset, and then was out of there. And then karma, honestly, karma. I ended up driving the wrong way for like 20 miles. It really sucked. I had to drive back 20 miles, and on that way back, I almost hit a deer on my motorcycle in the middle of the night. I literally almost died trying to bamboozle somebody. So, lesson learned. Like, and it also kind of helped me. That deer helped me. A couple of things helped me. Just almost hitting some curves. Uh, the deer, a rabbit right now, and all of these things helped to keep me awake. That adrenaline pump kept me going. Otherwise, I would have fallen asleep at one point, or just stopped, And stopping wasn't an option. I had to get back home so I could watch the kids during the day. That's my job. And if I can't do my job, I'm a piece of shit. I mean, I'm a piece of shit anyways, but at least I can watch my own children, you know? Gotta at least do that. While I'm haggling for these things. For them, for me and them. And I usually give them the best of the best, like, they each gonna have their own PlayStation 5, they each gonna have their own Switch, they each have their own PS Vitas. Like, everything whatever I have, they either have the same or better. But, no, not this time. This driving sim, the best one that I got, that's mine. And then the next best one that can go to, I guess, one of them. And then the third best one can go to, one of them as well. Doesn't bother me. It's hiring these. These are mine. I am not driving well. And I'm sorry for whoever had to watch me, but yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's the truth, honestly. Yeah, there ain't no reason to church it up. That was unglamorous way of haggling, but I've never done it before. I've usually been right above board. I gave him a shitty controller too. Like, everything was just shitty. But I was on the fence the entire time. Like, I knew I was gonna do this, and I was just like, no, I shouldn't. I should just give him the real deal. But again, he never stuck his hand out. He never showed any compassion or humanity on my behalf. To like, hey, this is gonna be a really cool thing. I really appreciate it. Why don't you? And appreciation for me is everything. It all stems from my little brother who I gave a PS5. And, like, yeah, he said thank you once or twice, but, like, then it just turned ugly to where, like, he didn't even want to hang out, and that's all I wanted. I wanted to hang out with my brother when I came to visit, and I drove him on my motorcycle to give him a PS5, and then on that trip, I even upgraded it. I got a disc drive for $50, and a little appreciation goes a long way. Like I said, if you had just been like, my motorcycle even broke down on the way back, and they could care less. They don't even offer anything, and I wouldn't have taken it. But just the offer alone would have mattered. The gesture. Just like my gesture. It's a grand gesture. And it should be honored as such. I'm not like, he goes, oh, I see what you want. You want me to suck your dick. I'm like, dude, not even close. I just want you to be grateful and to reciprocate a little bit. Anyways. So, I don't know how I got off into that tangent. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching.